ERC20, SPL, ASA. Every blockchain has its own token standard, its own set of rules. So what do they mean, and how does USDC work across them? Welcome back to Stablecoin 101, a series by Circle where we break down the foundations of stablecoins and how they are powering the new internet financial system. In earlier videos, we explored what stablecoins are, how they are backed, and where USDC fits into that picture. In this video, we're going to explore how USDC works on-chain, not just on one specific chain, but across a broader multi-chain ecosystem. To start, native USDC is issued on many different blockchains. Why? Because developers are building across many different ecosystems, and users are there too. To support real adoption, USDC needs to be where the builders are. With native issuance, USDC is minted and redeemed directly on that chain. This means that native USDC is fully backed by cash and cash equivalents and is redeemable one-to-one for US dollars. To provide transparency and trust, Circle publishes monthly attestation reports to provide assurance that the value of USDC reserves are greater than the amount of USDC in circulation. These reports are prepared in accordance with attestation standards set by the American Institute of Certified Public Accountants. Now, here's where things get interesting. Even though USDC is available on many different chains, each chain has its own way of defining what a token is and how it should behave. These are called token standards. They're basically rule books that blockchains use to make sure that tokens like USDC can work properly with wallets, applications, and smart contracts. For example, on Ethereum and Ethereum-compatible networks like Base, Arbitrum, Optimism, USDC uses the ERC20 standard. On Solana, it uses the SPL standard. And on Algorand, it follows the ASA standard. The names and structure differ, but the goal is the same: to define how USDC can be sent, received, approved, and used across applications and smart contracts on each chain. And here's the good news. Even though the token standard changes from chain to chain, USDC behaves consistently. You can transfer it, you can approve it, you can query it, you can build with it, all using the native tools and SDKs that each ecosystem provides. That's what makes USDC so developer-friendly. Wherever you're building, USDC works like USDC. But consistency isn't the whole story. USDC also follows a set of built-in rules that defines how it works on-chain. This include allow lists and block lists to manage which addresses can interact with USDC. So if a wallet is linked to malicious activity or a sanctioned entity, it can be blocked from sending or receiving USDC. Spend on behalf of, to enable delegated spending. Think of it like setting spending limit on a virtual card. A business could allow an employee to spend up to 500 USDC on travel without giving them full access to the company wallet. Minter configuration, to define who can mint USDC and under what conditions. Today, Circle is the primary issuer, but the architecture supports a distributed model. Regulated financial institutions could one day mint USDC locally to serve their own customers. Multi-sig transactions, to require multiple approvals for added security. Actions like minting or transferring large amounts of USDC can require multiple signers to help reduce the risk of a compromised key. Cold storage and delayed execution, to support offline signing and scheduled broadcasts. This allows organizations to prepare transactions in advance, like salary payouts or high-value transfers, giving time for review and approval. Last but not least, pausing and upgradability, to freeze or update contracts when needed. USDC smart contracts can enter a pause state during emergencies and are upgradable using a delegate call proxy, allowing for safe improvements over time. So that's how USDC works on-chain, with different token standards under the hood, but offering consistent behavior where it counts. In the next video, we'll dive deeper into how USDC works specifically on Ethereum with the ERC20 token standard. And if you're just joining us, check out the rest of the Stablecoin 101 series to learn more about the foundations of stablecoins. See you there.